Okay? You have to decide which person you want to be, because are you capable of looking sharp? Are you capable of looking sloppy? So, which one do you want to be? When it comes time to go into college in America, which one do you want to be? Do you want to be sharp or do you want to be sloppy? Because it's the same person. Now, when we look at particular colleges in the U.S., let's look at specific colleges. Has anyone ever heard of Columbia University? Where is Columbia University? Okay, Columbia University, despite what you might think, is not in Columbia. Columbia University is in New York. Very good. Now, look at the average scores for Columbia University. Are those scores really sharp, or are those scores really sloppy? Yeah, they're pretty sharp. Has anyone heard of the University of Texas? Has anyone heard of Texas? Well, it's a very good school. In fact, my sister lives right next to this university. And my sister works with a lot of those students. And those students are pretty sharp. And you can see that the University of Texas has pretty high scores. So, if you want to go to the University of Texas, you need to show them good scores, not sloppy scores. And we're all capable of doing very, very, very good work. We're all capable of working hard and getting good grades. But we're also capable of maybe being lazy. We're capable of maybe not doing our work. And if that happens, we're going to get low scores. So we want to make sure that we get good scores, because if we want to go to our top choice university, then we need to make sure that we have a good first impression. Do you remember when I talked about subject tests? Well, here's an example of some of the subject tests. Here's an example of the subject test. Now, let me give you a little bit of information. If you put your name on the test, if you put your name, that's it, they'll give you 200 points. That's pretty nice, huh? If you put your name on the test, they'll give you 200 points. Now, the average score on a subject test is 500 points. That's the average score, 500 points. And a perfect score is 800 points. Okay? A perfect score is 800 points. So, if you want to show a college that you're a good student, you need to think about which subjects are you better in. Which subjects can you get a high score? Now, if we look at this and we see the 50th percentile. Do you know what 50th percentile means? Do you know what that means? Let me explain. The 50th percentile means that if you scored the 50th percentile, that means half of everybody had a lower score than you, half of everybody had a higher score than you. You're right in the middle. Notice that the 50th percentile score isn't the average score. What's the average score? Very good. The average score is 500 points. So this is interesting. Let me think about this. If I take U.S. history, because maybe I'm studying U.S. history, then I'm going to get a higher score because I know U.S. history. But the middle person gets a pretty high score in U.S. history, 660 points. But how about world history? How about literature? How about math level 1? How about math level 2? How about Chinese? The middle person in China, for the subject test in Chinese, the middle person gets 790 points. Wow. That means that students who take the Chinese subject test, they're very good at Chinese. Very good. What are you very good at? What are you very good at? And this isn't all of the tests, but it's a good representation. Now, do you remember how I mentioned that SAT and ACT is used for scholarships? This is just an example. Okay, this is just an example. And the majority of these students are students who are from the U.S. But it's important to understand that international students do have access to scholarship. But this is just an example. Now, you have a university like St. Louis University. And for someone who has a score for ACT or SAT, one example is that person got $15,643 US. And they got that money for college. And do you know what they had to do to get that money? They had to study for the SAT or ACT. Or SAT or ACT. SAT or, whichever one. So, is that a good incentive? Is that a good reason to study hard? Yeah. It's 15,643 reasons to study very hard. And that's again just one example. Just one example. Now, you've heard about SAT, you've heard about ACT. Which test is better for you? Which one should you take? Well, let me ask you, which one is better? Which one's better? How about this? Okay, by the way, raise your hand if you know what red vines are. Raise your hand if you know what Twizzlers are. Okay, let me explain. In America, when people go to the movies, who likes to go to the movies? Yes, I like to go to the movies. In America, when people go to the movies, what's a good movie snack? Popcorn. But the number 2 movie snack in America, So, when you go to America, you'll see red vines and you'll see Twizzlers. And I tell you, there are people who are very passionate about red vines, and there are people who are very passionate about Twizzlers, just like there are people passionate about, and there are people passionate about. Now, how about this? Which one is better? Wait a minute. All right, what do you have against Batman? What do you have against Superman? Okay, now, I'm glad that you have an opinion. I am very happy that you have an opinion. You have an opinion about which one is better. You have an opinion about which one is better. You have an opinion about which one is better. You should have an opinion about which one is better for you. Because for some, SAT is better. And for others, ACT may be better. So, there isn't a right or wrong answer. It's just which one do you prefer. And if you prefer red vines, then when you go to the movies, get some red vines. But somebody else is going to go to the exact same movie, but they're going to enjoy Twizzlers. Now, the SAT is changing. I think you know that. And in America, next month, the brand new SAT will be given next month in America. Now, in Vietnam, the brand new SAT will be given in May. So the very, 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 very first time anyone will take the new SAT will be next month in America. If someone here wants to try the new SAT, it will be available for the very first time in May. So, they are different, and let's think about what makes them different. You guys know about the old SAT, right? I think you've heard of it. You maybe have an older brother, or maybe you have an older sister, or maybe you have a cousin who took the SAT. And it has these elements. And you have the new SAT in the middle, and you have the ACT on the right-hand side. By the way, you guys don't need to take pictures. We'll give this to you. We'll give it to you. That way you can go online and you can find out what red vines and Twizzlers really are. Okay? Now, they're just a little bit different in different areas. Some things are the same, some things are different. And that's what you need to decide what you prefer. Some things are the same, some things are different, and you need to decide what's better. Now let's talk a little bit about SAT and the ACT. Does the SAT or the ACT does it measure how intelligent you are? True or false? Who says true? Who says false? It does not measure how intelligent you are. How about this? Can the SAT or the ACT be used for financial aid? True or false? Remember, when it says aid, this means scholarships. True or false? Very good. True. This is a good one. Does the SAT or the ACT, does it match my grades in school? In other words, if I have high grades, I have high SAT, ACT score, or if I have low grades, do I have low SAT, ACT score? Does it reflect my GPA? True or false? Wonderful. Wonderful. False. It's completely different. But here's a good question. Does the SAT or ACT predict how you will do in college? Does it give an idea? If you have a high SAT or ACT, that means that you'll be very successful in college. You'll have very good grades. Very nice. Very nice. Now,